And that's what we have done. On the 10th of January 2009, outside the Israeli embassy in London, I announced the creation of Viva Palestina, and I announced that 3 weeks hence, on St. Valentine's Day, dispatching from London with love, I would lead a huge convoy through Europe, through the Arab Maghreb, all the way to Gaza to break this siege. I've now done it 5 times, and whether Jason Kenney likes it or not, I'll do it 55 times, 555 times, until this siege is ended. And that brings us back to the beginning, you see, because that's the basis on which he called me a terrorist. I took ambulances, wheelchairs, medicine, food, baby milk, toys, educational equipment. I took it into the besieged Gaza Strip, besieged to punish the parents and the children of the parents for how they voted. I took this humanitarian convoy into Gaza, and he says that is terrorism. Well, if that's terrorism, the word no longer has any meaning. You have bankrupted the word of all meaning if someone bringing humanitarian aid into Gaza can be branded a terrorist in this way. I close on this point. We live in very, very dangerous times, already dangerously unbalanced, disequilibrium in the world. We're locked into this big confrontation. Canada has appointed itself into the front line of this confrontation. And in the next few days, you're going to be dangerously isolated if this fake, bogus indictment of the Lebanese resistance in the assassination of Rafiq Hariri is issued by a Canadian official, the head of the tribunal, and Canadian investigators who have been doing the case. This is very, very serious indeed. Those of you who are not Muslims may not grasp just how it is that the Lebanese resistance, a Shiite Muslim organization, can never ever accept the false accusation that they assassinated the leader of the Sunni Muslims in Lebanon. They can never ever accept this. This tribunal, headed by a Canadian, told us for the last 4 years, they were very clear about it. This crime against Hariri, they said, was carried out by Syria. Syria was driven out of Lebanon, was itself sanctioned. Named officials in Syria were indicted as the killers of Hariri. There was no doubt about it. There was even witnesses testifying to exactly what role Syrian officials played in this crime. And after 4 years, they said, sorry, we got that wrong. These witnesses were false witnesses. Syria is innocent of this crime. It is the Lebanese resistance that carried out this crime. It would be laughable if it were not so dangerous. Be sure, if this indictment is laid on the Lebanese resistance, it will be a blood libel that will stain for 1,000 years. You have to know this. The schism between Sunni and Shia in Islam, they are still mourning, still angry about events 1400 years ago. If this indictment is issued, this blood libel will never be forgotten, and the Lebanese resistance will not accept it. And if anyone comes forward to try to serve this indictment, the leader of the resistance has said that the hand of the person with the indictment will be cut off. That means war in Lebanon. That means war. That means war inside Lebanon, and it almost certainly means another Israeli invasion of Lebanon. I say to the Canadian people, don't be implicated in this. Insist now that this ridiculous kangaroo court is called off and that your country is not forced to endure the ignominy of having been the hand that issued this indictment. We live in dangerous times. Our rulers are powerful, yes, but as the great Irish revolutionary James Larkin said, the great only appear to be great as long as the rest of us are on our knees. Stand up for Palestine. Stand up for the Afghans. Stand up for freedom and liberty, and we can win. Wassalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.
So thank you everyone. We're just going to have a few quick words. I'm going to ask Joel and Skylar to come up to just say a quick update on where things are at with the War Resisters support campaign, which is at a very crucial moment generally, but specifically right here in Ottawa as well.